Sponsors are everywhere in football. Everything has got something sponsoring it. From the players to the subs, to the ball to the tea lady, everything has a sponsor. In this corporate age of football that we all live in, it's all about the sponsor deals, and there are seemingly no limits to what you can sponsor anymore. So let's take a look at some of the most ridiculous sponsorship deals in football history, in association with anyone who will give us money. First up, we've got Tim Cahill, the man who inspired this video. The Aussie hitman, who has been seen laying out multiple corner flags during his career, caused a bit of a stir during Australia's World Cup playoff victory over Syria, scoring twice to make it 50 goals for the Aussies and book their place at Russia next summer. But his celebration was what had everyone talking afterwards. The former Everton man made a T-shape out of his hands after scoring, which left some fans bemused, only to discover that their captain had been paid to do it, with Australian company Tripadeal tweeting, "Did you catch at Tim Cahill, our new brand ambassador, doing the Tripadeal tea after he scored the winning goal last night? Congratulations, Tim," with Cahill now being the ambassador for the company. It's a good job Harry Kane hasn't got a celebration sponsor. The Spurs striker would be raking it in with the number of goals he's scoring. Next up, we've got Nicklas Bendtner. Cast your minds back to Euro 2012 and a game between Denmark and Portugal, where the latter won 3-2, with your favourite striker Nicklas Bendtner scoring twice for the Danes in defeat, and his celebration got him in a lot of bother. After finding the net, Bendtner brandished a pair of questionable green shorts with the words Paddy Power splashed across them. You know, the betting company that does those absolutely awful adverts. Aye, the ones who reckon they're hilarious. Well anyway, Bendtner was banned for one World Cup qualifier and fined €100,000, with Paddy Power paying the fine for the seemingly poor striker. To put things into perspective, Bendtner was fined more than Porto were for racially abusing Mario Balotelli, with Spain, Serbia and Croatia all receiving smaller fines for racism. Speaking of Paddy Power, next up we've got David Ginola. Everyone thought it was proper banter when David Ginola confirmed he was going to run for FIFA presidency in January 2015, funding the campaign via crowdfunding. Everyone thought, great, blatter out, sexy David Ginola in. That was until we found out that Paddy Power was sponsoring Ginola during the campaign, paying the Frenchman £250,000. The bid from Ginola quickly fell apart when FIFA revealed that candidates cannot be associated with gambling, so he was basically Donald Ducked, withdrawing his application 13 days after stating his intentions to run for president. Next up we've got sleeve sponsors. A more general sponsorship deal than the individual cases we've already looked at. Please don't tell me there's anyone out there who actually likes the sleeve sponsors that are taking over the Premier League. It's all one big advert now, built on obscene TV deals and mega sponsors, rather than a game for the fans. The sleeve sponsors was the next move away from the traditional, as teams were able to add a second sponsor to their shirt, replacing one of the Premier League logos on the left arm. With almost every Premier League club taking advantage of the possible extra ad money, we've got a plethora of sponsors touring Premier League kits up and down the land, from betting companies to tyre companies, from Virgin Media to Angry Birds. Yes, that's right, Angry Birds. The game's gone. Next up we've got Arkadiusz Milik. You know who Napoli and striker Arkadiusz Milik have teamed up with? Bloody Tinder. The striker featured on the dating app for 2 weeks earlier in the year, assuming you had to be in Naples or something I guess, and could swipe right on the Polish striker and send him a message. Then he would pick his 4 favourite messages, with the people who sent them receiving the chance to meet the forward. I mean, it's all a little bit perverse, isn't it? Would you swipe right for Milik? I wouldn't, he's terrible on FIFA. And to wrap things up, let's look at a few of the most ridiculous and controversial shirt sponsors in years gone by. Newcastle's deal with loan shark Wonga didn't go down well at all, and even changing the name of the stadium back to St James's Park did little to smooth things over with supporters. It also caused an issue for the club's Muslim players, well, Papi Cisse, who didn't want to wear the Wonga-clad jersey due to his beliefs as a Muslim. He was later pictured in a casino gambling, which didn't really help his cause, so the number 9 had to give in and agree to wear the shirt. Barcelona are another team who caused a sponsor stir. This is a team that had never had a commercial sponsor on their shirt until 2011, either having nothing on the front of the kit or sporting the logo of charity UNICEF. But in 2011 they agreed a €171 million deal with Qatar Foundation, and the club have worn a sponsor ever since, dubbed the end of an era by some supporters. And to finish things off we've got Fulham, who once upon a time were sponsored by Pizza Hut. Professional footballers, athletes, sponsored by a fast food chain. I know it's just a sponsor on a shirt, but however, it's not really putting out the right message, is it? It's like kids teams being sponsored by McDonald's. Well done son, go get yourself a burger. So those are some of the most ridiculous sponsorship deals in football. Let us know what you think is the most ridiculous in the comments below. Thanks for watching and don't forget to like, share and subscribe.